Ciao everyone, how's it going? My name is Stefano, and today I will walk you through a Southern Italy painting retreat, a beautiful painting retreat that I for Italia, my company, is putting together along with the Blair Center for the Arts, based here in Charleston. It's a beautiful program, a beautiful art retreat that we are hosting from September 22nd to September 29th in 2025. So today we're just going to give you a preview of what you will be experiencing in this beautiful region in southern Italy. Andiamo. Allora, you will get probably into Bari from the United States. Bari is an international airport. This is what it looks like. As soon as you land in, you are in Puglia. Even the airport tells you that. If you get through the train station, that's fine. We have transfers available that will pick you up wherever you will arrive on the day of the beginning of the retreat and will take you all the way to our beautiful farmhouse where we will be spending 1 week all together. Okay, so welcome to Bari, welcome to this beautiful airport. Pick up your luggage and it's time to enjoy a wonderful week together. Benvenuti in Puglia. I hope you speak some Italian. So Italy is made of many, many different regions. We have 20 regions total, and every region is incredibly different, incredibly unique. And so what you will be visiting will be the Mezzogiorno, so basically the Italian South, and most specifically, you will be visiting a region called Puglia, which is the very heel of the country next to Basilicata. You have to keep in mind when visiting Italy that every region has its own history, dialect, architecture, economy, natural and enogastronomic excellences, and Puglia is one of the most special regions out of the very special 20 Italian regions. So just to give you some interesting facts about Puglia, just to give you a better idea, first of all, on the side, you can see a gorgeous focaccia with some burrata on it. Food is a huge thing in Puglia. But basically, southern Italy and especially Puglia was known as Magna Grecia. So it was an area that was colonized by the Greeks starting from the 10th century BC. So you will see a lot of references to the Greek culture, Greek ruins, even Greek dialect, as you can see. Puglia boasts the longest coastline of mainland Italy with over 500 miles of just coastline. So a perfect summer destination. There are about 300 sunny days each year. Once again, confirming what we said before, the local dialect, the Greco, shares more similarities with modern Greek than Italian. What we said about the domination of the Greeks and the colonization of the Greeks back in the days. Puglia is literally the place that makes most of the production of the famous Italian extra virgin olive oil. They say that about 70% of that comes from Puglia, and it's excellent. And also, you have to keep in mind that some of the best food that is also well known here in the US come from Puglia. So, for example, the orecchiette pasta, the barese focaccia, which is that kind of like focaccia that you see in the picture, and the burrata cheese. I know that you know burrata cheese because it's very popular here as well. Well, that comes from Puglia. You will actually get to taste and see some and see how it's made. So let's go. So on day one of this beautiful retreat on September 22nd, you will actually make your way to the Masseria Limbitello. Masseria is a typical Pugliese farmhouse, and it's the most traditional, quintessential way to enjoy a week in this beautiful region. Let's fly, actually take a transfer all over the Masseria. Just from the look, from the aerial view, you can see how many olive trees there are around the Masseria. Look how much space. This is all part of the Masseria. It's a very massive kind of property and very natural. It's very, very beautiful. Let's see some pictures of your home for the next week. Very charming, the classic, beautiful Pugliese stone. This is a 17th century masseria, so it has the charm and the traditional vibe of an historical building in Puglia. This is the beautiful outside area where you will have most of your painting sessions. Okay. Beautiful fig tree. Keep in mind this masseria, which is a family-owned masseria, which is very important for us. You will be able to just pick up fruit here and there. The masseria actually encourages you to do that. So very organic and very amazing. You can just walk around and pick your own fruit. These are the beautiful rooms that still have the historical structure from the 17th century, these beautiful arches, gorgeous pool. Um, so you see, you can have some excellent moments of relaxation, and this is a very close beach to you. Yes, it does look like a very beautiful place. Yeah, so you are around some very, very special places. So on the first day, what you're going to do, you're just going to get into this masseria, unpack, relax, enjoy the pool, eat some excellent food, and then later in the afternoon, you will meet your teachers, Drew and Sylvia, and they will essentially have a first happy hour with you and introduce you to a week of painting and visiting beautiful places and experiencing amazing experiences all together. So then you will have your first dinner, and then on the second day, it's the day that you will start getting right into discovering the beautiful land of Puglia. On the second day, you go to beautiful Lecce. So Lecce is a beautiful, stunning Baroque city. In the morning, though, you first have a painting session with Drew and Sylvia, so that you can nurture your love for painting in such a beautiful setting. In the afternoon, like I said, you will go to the stunning city of Lecce, which is named and known as the Florence of the South because of its stunning Baroque architecture. Lecce is the capital of the Salento region. Salento is just one region in the bigger Puglia region. So in this beautiful region, in this beautiful city, you will walk around, you have a guided tour, and you also have a chance to do something very, very traditional, which is attending to a papier mâché workshop. Okay, so and then over here, you also have a chance to have an amazing dinner in a traditional Pugliese Leccese restaurant. So painting in the morning, exploring a gorgeous city in the afternoon, doing a fun hands-on activity, and then having some excellent food in this very beautiful, charming city where you can walk everywhere and see beautiful things everywhere. Let's give it a look. Let's fly right into the square just to give you an idea of how charming and stunning the city is. This is not fake, this is reality. This is a night view of this beautiful city. You see, not many cars are allowed in the city center. You can walk, you can shop, and you can really have a great time. This is a better view of what to expect during the day. This is one of the most stunning Baroque churches that you see in the city. Once again, very charming, very calm, many boutique shops, beautiful architecture everywhere. We believe you will have a blast and an amazing time in Lecce. Let's go to day number three. In day number three, you will have a private boat ride along the Otranto coastline. So this is going to be a very charming, relaxing day where you're going to go to this beautiful destination, Otranto, and you will have a really fantastic time enjoying a private boat ride. You can swim in the ocean, in the Adriatic Ocean, and then you will also have an included aperitif with a bunch of different local delicacies and prosecco as you soak up the sun and sea and just enjoy a very special morning of relaxation. Then after that, you will go to Torre Sant'Andrea, which is a very special place where you will be painting in the open air with Drew and Sylvia. And then after that, you will visit Otranto's historical center, and most importantly, the really, really unique Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta. Let's give it a look, because don't forget that you also have an amazing dinner in a local restaurant at night. So this is where you will be painting with this gorgeous view and these beautiful rocks. Okay. Once again, this is all real and all really, really close to your farmhouse, their so-called masseria. This is the beautiful Duomo Cathedral that we were talking about. Now look at this beautiful, very simple Romantic, Norman actually facade. Okay. You have to keep one thing in mind. Otranto used to be a really, really important city. The port of Otranto was the most important port for over 1,000 years for basically trading with the East. Okay. Now, because of the importance that the city used to have back in the days, and we're talking about the 1480, the Turks, which were allied with the Venetians, literally attacked Otranto and killed 800 people. Now, the bones of these people are actually stored inside of this church, and you can actually see them. I know it sounds a little macabre, but at the same time, it's a very fascinating story. Also, you shouldn't miss the visit to the mosaic, the 12th century mosaic that is inside of this church. There is going to be a stunning mosaic that represents the tree of life on top of two beautiful elephants. Let's give it a look because it's a very, very special kind of mosaic. See? It's very, very mystical, very, very. These are the two elephants that I was talking about, and this is the tree of life. The church is from the 11th century, but the tree of life, the mosaic, was built in the 12th century. You will have a professional guide, super knowledgeable person, guide that we selected that will explain everything to you. So very, very special because you have a boat day in the morning. You have this beautiful painting session in Torre Sant'Andrea, then you visit the beautiful town of Otranto, and then you have an amazing included dinner at night in this very, very charming beach town. This is the vibe to expect from Otranto. As you can see, surrounded by the coast, surrounded by the water, beautiful walls, little shops, little stores, little streets, lots of people just enjoying this beautiful town. Um, we think you're really going to love this day. All right, let's move on. We're going to spend day 4 in Torre dell'Orso. First thing in the morning. Keep in mind, by the way, every morning you have breakfast included, and the breakfast is absolutely incredible because all the produce comes from the farmhouse. So basically, you will be eating really, really fresh fruit and cakes that are made on the same day. They will have bacon, they will have eggs, everything is going to be organic. The breakfast is really one of the best parts of this farmhouse. So just like imagine yourself waking up, having this amazing breakfast, getting some coffee, and then painting in the morning, some beautiful breeze, the beautiful surrounding area, so charming, so iconic. And then in the afternoon, you go explore once again a beautiful place. And you will be exploring Torre dell'Orso, which is basically what you see in the picture, a beautiful beach area and a small town as well. So you can spend some leisurous time just enjoying the stunning beach and the stunning water that this area has to offer. So yeah, let's show you what it looks like to go in Torre dell'Orso. Yeah, this is basically what you're looking for. This looks pretty busy from here, but don't worry, you're going to the end of September, so it's going to be way more relaxing. The best part of this day is actually that at night, after you do painting, then you go to this beach and you explore Torres dell'Orso. And after spending some time just relaxing, you go back to the masseria and you're going to have an amazing pasta making class. All together, you're going to get your hands dirty and make some incredible pasta from the Puglia region called orecchiette, small ears. So it's gonna be a really, really fabulous day. And you also can be artsy, not only with painting, but also with having this amazing, making this amazing Puglia specialties, making pasta, and then you have dinner, eating what you prepared. So we very, very excited about today as well. Let's go to day 5, giorno 5. On day 5, similar structure, painting in the morning, very relaxing painting session in the morning. In the afternoon, you will be going to Galatina. Okay, and in Galatina, we take you there because we really, really want you to explore a beautiful church and, most importantly, a traditional Southern Italian little town. Keep in mind, we all about at Die for Italia, we're all about connecting our travelers to the authentic side of Italy. So we're not taking you with the tour to the very big destinations like Amalfi Coast, Florence, Tuscany. We're taking you to the smaller villages where you can still feel the authentic Italian lifestyle. You can talk to the local lady or the local man, and you can really even create some enthusiasm and interest in the locals because they're not so used to see foreign travelers. We really love that. And we don't just bring you to Galatina for the vibes. We also bring you to Galatina because of this gorgeous Basilica of Santa Caterina, which is a basilica from the 14th century that is very famous for its Giotto style frescoes. Let's show you a little bit, and then we'll take you also to the winery. Um, so this is the tiny little town of Galatina, just to show you a couple of pictures over here to actually give you an idea of how any little town in this part of the country can be really, really stunning. And this is the church that we're talking about. It's a really, really beautiful church. And these are some of the frescoes that you will see inside. Now, the fresco is so special because they are 14th century fresco, but they look like 12th century center northern Italy frescoes from the beautiful artist called Giotto. So it's very, very special to see these frescoes in this side of Italy because they're not very popular in this side of Italy. It's just a very different history. And so when you get in front of this church, you see this very simple facade, and then you get inside, you see an entire church that has this gorgeous Giotto style fresco all around it. We just really didn't want you to miss it. Galatina is also the place where pasticciotto was invented. Pasticciotto is a tasty pastry that we'll have you try. And yeah, so it's going to be an incredible stop. Before we go to actually the winery called Menir, which is this beautiful winery where we will take you to taste some of the excellent Salento wine. They have red wine, they have white wine, they have some really, really local native grapes in this region that make their wine probably not very well known, but really, really special. The quality here has been incredible, and we handpicked this winery Menir so that you could taste some of the best wine over here. Again, this painting retreat is about painting, and it is about exploring Puglia and especially the Salento region in the best possible way, getting to taste not only the best food, but also the best wine, meeting local artisans, and really connect to the locals. So, another stunning day. Today will end with a beautiful dinner included in this beautiful restaurant, the Mania restaurant, where you will taste some of the winery wines, and then you have dinner in this gorgeous, gorgeous setting. Once again, an area that not a lot of people will ever get to explore. But because we love this part of Italy so much and we have our knowledge of these places, we will take you here and just have a fantastic time together. So andiamo, let's move on to day number 6. And day number 6 is going to be another special, special day because it is a day where you will have another painting session in the morning. In the afternoon, you will visit the stunning town of Gallipoli. And then in the afternoon, you will essentially visit another masseria where you will learn and about the wines and especially the extra virgin olive oil by visiting an ancient underground all extra virgin olive oil mill. We told you how massive olive oil is in this part of the country, how they produce some of the best olive oil in all the country. So we want you to really have that kind of experience. Okay, so andiamo, and you will actually have also an in plein air outdoor painting session around this masseria, this beautiful farmhouse. And on top of that, you also have dinner in this beautiful farmhouse. So we're really, really, really excited for you to have this day. So Gallipoli, we're going to visit Gallipoli after the painting session in the morning. Gallipoli comes from the word Kallipolis, which was a Greek word because Gallipoli is a Greek city founded by the Greeks that meant the beautiful city. And so the Greeks were here. And you also have to keep in mind that Gallipoli used to be from the 15th century to the 17th century. It used to be an incredibly wealthy city. And that's because they would trade extra virgin olive oil and bring extra virgin olive oil to the biggest cities in all of Europe, like Naples, like London, like Paris. Back in the days, back in the 15th, 16th, and 17th century, extra virgin olive oil wasn't really used for its alimentation and food value. It was used actually to light up cities. So as a fuel essentially. So the demand was massive, and so from Gallipoli you will have all of this basically shipping of the olive oil all around Europe. So Gallipoli was very, very wealthy, and that's why when we visit Gallipoli today, we found a town that is rich in art and architecture, very, very charming. On top of that, it's surrounded by the ocean, so that makes it really, really special. Look how gorgeous this is. This is like a dream. Imagine living in a city like this where you have access to this beautiful ocean, kind of like Caribbean style, but then you also have a whole downtown area where you can visit stunning churches and have amazing food, fresh seafood, and just have had the best gelato, had the best focaccia, and just love life. This is just an idea of what you can find. One random church in the middle of Gallipoli. Just like look how rich this is. This is amazing. There are so many churches. Just walk in and just enjoy the art in a random church of Gallipoli. But this is, yes, this is the farmhouse where you will spend more time in the evening. So this is the underground extra virgin olive oil mill. Um, Very, very ancient. I promise you, you will be very fascinated by the history and by the process of making extra virgin olive oil. Um, and you know, the underground olive oil mills are very popular in Puglia, so we really wanted to include this experience for you. This is where the wine production happens as well, so you have a little bit of a back and forth of wine tasting and extra virgin olive oil tasting. And then you have an amazing dinner there, just like this amazing group, and just enjoying the masseria and have a fantastic time. This is a typical masseria. Look how charming it is. Um, See how ancient it is, and very, very charming. Look at night, the kind of like masseria that we're taking you guys to. We think you're really going to enjoy tonight. So yeah, you will spend a lot of time in Masseria L'Astore. Okay, you will paint in the masseria, you will taste extra virgin olive oil, wine, and then you also have dinner here. We're very, very excited about tonight. Finally, we have one final day, essentially, that you will be immersed in Salento, in the charm of Salento. In the morning, you will visit the Grecia Salentina, which is an area of 13 cities that are part of this, like, where the Greek influence is still pretty huge and where the Greco language is still spoken. Greco means it's just like a dialect that sounds more like Greek than Italian. We mentioned that right at the beginning of this presentation. And basically, yeah, basically we will be visiting this very charming area to understand even a little bit more about this Greek influence in the region. And then we'll visit another small town where there's a beautiful castle called the Corigliano d'Otranto Castle. And then after that, we will actually go to a farmhouse once again, and we will have an amazing local fresh products kind of last dinner together. We'll celebrate, we'll drink wine, we'll have fantastic meals all together, and there might be also a surprise tonight that we think you're really going to enjoy. We're not going to tell you right now, but we might have to do with some dancing. So, you know, we'll see, we'll see. You have to keep in mind that in this region, basically there is a big tradition of dancing. And if you do a little bit of research, I think you'll find out what we're talking about. But anyways, there's going to be a surprise that has to do with the tradition, but especially with the local culture and the local identity, which is very festive and joyful. So we're going to make sure you have a fantastic last night in this beautiful area. So Corigliano d'Otranto, this is the little town. Let's give a look to the beautiful castle, just to show you once again how every little town around here can offer something really special. This is street view of the town, probably during lunchtime. There's not a lot of people around. Um, but yeah, and this is basically the place where you will have your last dinner all together. Very charming little place. You will have an open air dinner, and then you will say goodbye to everyone. So on day eight, depending on essentially your time of departure and your way of transportation, will basically organize transfer back to your airport, to your train station. Basically, we'll collect all the information and make sure that everybody goes to the right place and at the right time. But if you will have time to spend a couple hours in Bari, then we can also allow you to have some time in Bari, exploring the capital of Puglia and its charming little streets. Bari is really, really, really special. And for example, in Bari Vecchia, which is the ancient part of the city, as you can see, the structure of the cities are very similar around here. We can go to this area that is very, very famous because there are the ladies that are right in the middle of the streets to make orecchiette pasta. So, but also not only that, Bari is famous for its focaccia, for its beautiful church. Churches, the cathedral in Bari is dedicated to San Nicholas. So it's really, really a place full of history and full of culture. So if you will have some time as well, we'll gladly take you to Bari as well to explore this beautiful city. Okay. So final details. Let's basically get back here. Let's share some final details with you. Um, so give me a moment. We're going to back here. Um, Final details, slideshow, perfect. So this beautiful program, let's do a little recap. So we have 8 nights and 9 days. And basically, what we're going to do, we're going to have the first day you get to the beautiful Masseria. The second day you do Lecce. The third day you do Otranto, Torre dell'Orso, then Galatina and the winery, Cutropiano and Masseria experience, Grecia, Salentina, and then departure. Um, so basically, the price per person is going to be $4,800. Okay, if you want to upgrade to a single room supplement where you will have your own room altogether, your own room where you will have your private bathroom and everything for the whole week, that is an extra of $700 to book that. If you want to do this tour without any painting sessions, of course, the price is a little cheaper, $4,300. Keep in mind, if you make a reservation by December 31st, we are trying to make sure that people book earlier rather than later. We're also offering a $200 off your reservation if you insert the Italy 200 code in the booking page. Okay, so we think it's a really fantastic program that we put together. Let's do a recap of what's included. Accommodation for 7 nights, every breakfast, fantastic breakfast, transfer, all private transfer, first day, last day, and throughout the whole tour. We have 7 dinners included. We have five lunches included. We have one light lunch, an aperitif on the boat. You have a bunch of activities and experiences, as mentioned in the itinerary. You have a private Otranto boat tour. You have the 5 painting session with your teacher, Drew and Sylvia. You have a stunning cooking class, 5 guided tours with a licensed tour guide, the most knowledgeable tour guide in this beautiful cities that you will be visiting, and private transfer throughout the whole tour. The only things that are not included are some of the meals that are not part of the tour that we haven't mentioned. International airfare, of course. The ATS fee, it's something that should be introduced in Europe next year. That should be about 10 euros per person. It's just basically an authorization to travel to Europe, and essentially travel insurance and gratuities. Tickets to attractions that are not mentioned in the tour as well. But yeah, gratuities are not included as well. So we think this is going to be a phenomenal week and a phenomenal experience for you. Like I said before, the dates are from September 22nd to September 29th. You can just put down a deposit to secure your spot. It's a $650 deposit. We'll include the link to go to the booking page in the description. Um, but yeah, you can secure your spot if you put down your deposit. Keep in mind the deposit is not refundable, but it is transferable. So we strongly recommend to, if you really want to join this amazing experience, put down your deposit because it's very limited numbers. We have 16 travelers total. We already have a bunch of reservation. So really, if you really want to join us, we would be so happy to have you. Make your reservation so that we can see you in Salento next year. So, grazie mille for listening to this. My name is Stefano. Like I said, I'm the owner of i4 Italia. Along with Drew and Sylvia, we're creating this beautiful experience for you, and we really, really hope to see you next year in Puglia. Grazie mille e ciao ciao, a presto.